Hey, I need a retaining wall. I'm gonna show you how to do this step by step, all next on Home Pro Hero. So I'm building a 20 by 24 retaining wall around a gravel parking lot in my yard, mainly for curb appeal. Now, I originally wanted to use 6x6 material to make this retaining wall, but then I thought to myself, why am I trying to do that when most of it's gonna be hidden? But I can do something to make it look like I'm using 6x6, actually 8x6 material. Let's cover what I bought and what I plan on using. I had Menards deliver me a bunch of lumber. It's all cedar tone. You know on my channel, I love cedar tone. That's what I purchased for this project. There's no staining, it comes brown. It's AC2, pressure treated lumber, perfect for ground contact. I got the mobile workstation out here. You haven't seen that video? I'll put a link in the description. With all that said, let's get to work. Layout not too tricky here. Let's go ahead and put the first 2 pins in. I'll explain how I'm gonna get this thing all squared up real quick. Now all I'm gonna do is gonna put this right on the driveway and then have it touch the stake too, right? Then all I'm gonna do is go down there, put the stake in down there and have the line kind of in the same zip code as this. That's pretty good. If I had 2 people, it'd be a lot easier. And then do the same process I did over there, over here. You can tell it's a little tight because it's the distance between the square and the line is bigger here than it is here. So that means I have to go down there and adjust it real quick. That's pretty good right there. We're money. Okay, so we know that that corner and that corner are square for the most part. We're gonna do the same thing here, square this corner and go straight to the road. Looks like I want to move some material. Labor is what they call it. Although this line is longer because I'm going farther to the asphalt, I made this distance from here to there, the same distance as that to that, and it's 31.9 from that corner to this corner, 31.9 from that corner to this corner. For the most part, it makes it square. So all I'm gonna do is measure 6 inches off the line, approximately. We'll go this way first, so 6 inches this way will be right there, right there. Obviously, I'm not gonna bring you along for the post hole digging because I think everybody knows how to dig a hole. It sucks, no matter who does it. But long story short, I'm gonna dig the 4 corners. Once I get the 4 corners, we'll put them in concrete, get those set. So my holes are about 24 inches, about 2 foot almost. So I'm gonna go 18-inch posts because I need to drop down a little bit to get the cap. I gotta get an elevation. I'm cheating here. I could definitely use a line and level. Why not? I have the Hupar laser. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link up at the top. Great laser, a lot of different purposes. So that's where I want it at, but the problem is my cap is 1.5 inches. My post has to be 1.5 inches lower. I have to go up to make the stick go down. All right, let's set the first post here. You can see how far down the ground it is. It needs to come up a little bit. I think the finish is gonna be about right there. I cut a block at 6 inches, so that should help me line up. If I get enough concrete in the hole, it should hold it pretty good. So I can get water in it. And then I'll just double check and see if it's in the zip code, which, yeah, right there. Double check for level. There it is right there. So add water. Bingo, right there. That one's perfect. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Last one. A little hot. Bingo. 4 corners in, slope set concrete, so I'll probably wait until the morning, which will be just a second for you. Hey, next day, weather's phenomenal. I think it's 65 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and run the line right now to all 4 posts so we can spray paint the marks for our other posts. Then I got some digging ahead of me, a lot of digging, the worst part. 11 foot as center. Let's go 5.5 on both sides. You're not gonna tell if you're off a little bit. So we just have to do the same thing for the other 2 sides. Not a big deal, just gonna take some time. So to get these post heights, you just gotta get in the ballpark of the line, and then we'll use the laser once again to bring them up. Now, if I was just using the line, I would make sure the line was on top of that one. That would give me a perfectly good line to make my elevation for these posts right. God. That sucked. Holes are done. Let's set the line, 3 more posts. I'll be done for the day. Hey, check this out. 13 holes, right on the money. Yep. Now that's a laser that works. Hupar HL 300 HVG. Hey, the bad news is digging all those holes sucked and setting all those posts sucked too. The good news is all the hard work's done. Now it's time to put the boards on, which should be fairly easy. Basically just sawing, gluing, and screwing, really. Okay, got a little channel cut with the post hole digger. It sucked, just like the post holes. But you gotta tear out a little bit of ground to put the 2x8s in. So long story short, today's the easy day, the 3rd day actually. We know all the posts are level, straight, and they're also level to each other. So all I gotta do is plug the 2x8s on the back side. Boom. All I gotta do is line the 2x8 with the top of the 4x4, and we should be good to go. So I switched up the screws for this project. I had 3-inch deck screws or deck screws of some sort. These are awesome. If you've never used these power lags, they're incredible. A little salty, but man, they get the job done with that big old head. Boom. That's what you want. So what I'm gonna do is run a short one to here, and then a short one from here to here, and then a 12-footer from the end. Yeah, it's like 25 feet, 26 feet or something like that. This is totally not necessary, but I feel good when I use it, so we're gonna use it. Yeah. Now that is gonna show, so I wanna make sure I get that off. So using that laser on the 4x4s is huge for the fact that I didn't have to do any kind of leveling at all for the 2x8s because the 4x4s are already leveled. Long story short, the way I'm gonna tie this backboard in, obviously I can't tie into the back of the post like I really want to. So I think the best way of doing it is just tying it in like this, and then I'll run those big screws right through the end, maybe 3 of them over here. And then I'll just catch the rest of the post the rest of the way. So should be a pretty clean look. A little fatter here than every other post, but I don't care. No one's gonna know besides me. I'll tie this end in the same way I did down there, and these the same as I did all the way around the parking lot. Nothing better than groundwork. I love the way it looks. I hate the way you gotta do it. It might fit, it'd be tight. Okay, the 2x8s are in, the 4x4s are in. Last step is the cap. We'll use 3-inch deck nails for that. Let's see how it goes together here. Wow, not too bad, really. I gotta go a little bit, oh wow. Huh, hey, I'll take that, right? Let's glue and screw. So all I'm doing is lining that 2x6 up with the back edge of the 2x8. That's gonna give me a nice reveal from the front and the back. We'll just tack it for now, make sure everything lines up nicely. Then I'll go back and screw everything really, really well. Not bad at all. Let's glue it. Wow. Maybe I am good at this stuff. Okay, last cut. So we'll just have it overhang just a little bit, make it look good. I'm not sure what. I don't want to right next to the pavement, but I want it close to it. Let's go 73. Hope that rock comes out. Yeah, 73. Grade looks good. Waiting for the gravel. We'll put that down, wrap this project up. So I'm gonna save a little coin. I'm gonna use these blocks that I have no use for, that kind of oddball shapes and stuff, to fill in a little bit of this parking lot area before I put the finishing gravel on top. It'll save me some coin and get rid of an eyesore laying around the property. Hey, another project in the book. What'd this one cost me? Not too bad considering what it is, about 800 bucks. It probably took 10 hours or so, 12 hours or so over a series of days. Unfortunately, due to the weather, I'm not able to get plants and mulch at this time. I'll do that in the spring. This retaining wall can go much higher than what I used it for. Same principle, the only difference is the length of the board and a little bit more cost. Now I know a lot of you don't have parking lots that you need to put retaining walls around, but you may have a raised garden bed, a staircase, or any type of elevation change around your landscape that you may want to jazz up with a simple, effective, good-looking, and inexpensive retaining wall like I built. Hey, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If not, I'll see you next time. Take care. I almost forgot one last thing.